UK bars Dr. Shadee Elmasry from entering country after Zionist campaign. This is from a Five Pillars article online. Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood has barred US-based Islamic speaker Dr. Shadee Elmasry from entering the country after a campaign by Zionists who objected to his pro-resistance, anti-Israel views. The decision taken under immigration powers comes days after Al-Misri was due to begin a speaking tour across several British cities at the invitation of the Global Relief Trust charity. The move followed public pressure from pro-Israel politicians and community groups who raised concerns about Al-Misri's past statements, particularly comments made after the October 7, 2023 Hamas attacks on Israel. Critics pointed to social media posts and lectures in which they said al-Misri framed the attacks as legitimate resistance and questioned Israeli accounts of atrocities. They described the remarks as extremist and anti-Semitic. Al-Misri has denied supporting Hamas or extremism, arguing that his remarks were misrepresented, rooted in international law and political opposition to Zionism rather than religion, and that efforts to label him extremist and are aimed at silencing criticism of Israel rather than addressing his actual views. Commenting in the wake of the ban, a Home Office spokesperson said there is no place in the UK for foreign nationals who spread hate or push extremist ideas. Anyone intent on stirring hatred or dividing our communities will not be allowed to enter into the UK. Among the comments that were cited in complaints were that on October 8, 2023, Al-Misri wrote on social media, "They are all in this state of shock that the people of Gaza finally punched back." He said, hypothetically, even if it was Hamas, it is conceivable and maybe even expected that a legitimate resistance movement will make condemnable mistakes or go to excesses every once in a while. That doesn't take anything away from the morality of their resistance. And you can read the rest of the article, it goes on for a little further. One thing that I want to highlight is, firstly, I haven't read or watched every single piece of what's mentioned in this, so I can't say what he did say or didn't say is X, Y, and Z. But what I have generally been listening to, there's been nothing anti-Semitic, first of all, and everything has been legal. And what I would like to say is, firstly, on the international law, it is known that someone on when you are paraphrasing, when you are occupied by anybody, if you resist, including using military methods against the occupier, that is completely fine under international law. So be it Hamas or be it anybody else, under international law it's fine. If it's not, then tell us it's not, but that's international law. Secondly, many people who are pro-Israel, pro-Zionist, or any other things, or be it the far right as well, they have said things just as bad, if not worse, in weight, but they have been allowed into the UK. And people who have taken part in genocide, they have been allowed to return to the UK. But someone who is speaking on a tour who you've not proven has said anything illegal or anti-Semitic, out and out, you're boring. Bring the statements that are anti-Semitic and tell us it's anti-Semitic, and then if it's not, if we don't think it's anti-Semitic, then I'm sure it will be challenged. Previously, that not the Home Office, but previously people have said things are anti-Semitic. They were not anti-Semitic. People challenged it and said, no, I have not been anti-Semitic, and in quotes, they've been proven that they were not anti-Semitic. Example: criticism of Israel does not mean that you're anti-Semitic. As an example, there's other cases, but these are often, because people use anti-Semitism often too much, I'd say, for whatever reasons they want to defend Israel or whatever, the weight of the word has been diluted and real victims of anti-Semitism are often not believed. But then also many cases of people who say anti-Semitism isn't the case, and then people now do not often care, well, rightfully or wrongfully. So this is another case where point out absolutely everything that's anti-Semitic that's been said, and then if the parties don't want to accept it and don't appeal, then that's what it is. But I want to see what is anti-Semitic has been said, because at the moment, certain um, these are just certain things that have been said. I want to see actual statements and videos given by as evidence, whether it's given to Dr. Shadee or someone else. It doesn't have to be given to the public, but then I'm sure if it was given to him, then he will relate to us that this is what they have said, that why I've said is anti-Semitic according to them. But at the moment, it seems like pressure from certain people is why he is not allowed, and unfortunately, they're bowing to certain pressures, but they are okay with allowing people who took part in genocide to enter the UK.